Hello, and welcome back to Instant Raeplay with Lucky Time. Ooh, today we have a clunk, a lone star, and a deadlift. All kind of scary. I do say that the tanks are the good class in the game, and this game is full. This lobby is full of tanks. So we got Scoop, Clunk, and Deadlift all in the same. It's gonna be a slobber fest, I'm imagining. So what do you do for tanks? I guess just stay away from them. Let's see. Deadlift has mobility, Clunk does not. Lone Star can use their health pools to push, so I believe we're going to want. Oops, not that either. You can see how my mouse was barely hovering over it, but it was still selected. We're gonna want Piercing. And then we're going to want to combo that with an HC bomb. So I'm going to just tell my team to back off here. I wasn't really ready. Still strategizing in the shop. Just going to bump Clunk back there a little bit just to keep him off of Scoop's case. And then bottom lane looks fine. I'm going to try to farm what I can before they get back to be able to hit the button. If they decide to, there's a rift waiting for them, though they can sneak to the right side of that button still and tap it. So it wasn't really a well-placed rift after all. Okay, and I don't think I could do anything here. We'll drop this. Try to body block. I don't imagine it's going to go well for me. Right, because they could just drop dynamite on my face. Hopefully Scoop will defend top while I get bottom sorted out. Okay, he could just dive right into here. Yep, you could see him trying there. I believe Deadlift should be able to fit between the bouncer and the platform there. So it was just a matter of missing, not fitting for him. There we go. Now it seems like we provided enough bait to contribute to a kill there, believe it or not. Because I think I baited. Don't have 200 yet, but perhaps Monkey Hand will be worth it long term. I think we baited Deadlift, and then because Deadlift was low, Lone Star saw that and decided to overextend in order to support him. Or counter initiate should an initiate happen. And with Lone Star having such a low health pool, it seems like okay, yep, you could see that one was coming. He just succumbed to their burst. So see what we can do here with Monkey Hand. I'll be able to shoot there. And in fact, if I slide off, I might be able to tag someone here. They're not gonna like that because they don't like being hit for any reason. Scoop in trouble here. So, yep, just bump Lone Star a little bit, eat a dive, and live our lives here. Clunk, yep, misses that. I'll be fine. So we just have to bounce him up using our snipe. And I will take this before someone else does. Ooh, if I die here, if I get dived here, I should say I will die. You don't want to die to the dive. Okay, Frog, we're kind of scattered a little bit right now. Oh, this is definitely a kill. Oh, I was gonna say on Lone Star, but then I saw Deadlift and thought, wow, that's a more important target. So I decided to readjust last second, and then of course he has a jump that is like a millisecond windup, so he was able to dodge more effectively. I should have just aimed for Lone Star instead. Okay, we'll make sure to concentrate on Lone Star here. Just leave that rift in case. Oh, I could have helped potentially. I don't think that would have killed either way. But what I could do. Oh, and I definitely thought I was able to jump away in time there. I thought I was going to be able to farm the solar under the worm, but it looks like that was a bad idea. So Lone Star has area of effect bullets right now. He's kind of, well, him and Clunk are doing pretty well. I thought everyone died, so I wasn't expecting Scoop to still be here. So I actually messed up that rift. I was trying to drop it onto bottom lane. Just hopefully distract them. Okay. Okay, there's one. And then we just need to throw this. Actually, I thought Deadlift was going to go this way. He could really dive in any direction. And I don't have the mobility to keep up with Deadlift, so hopefully he falls here, which will allow me to clean up, but it doesn't look like it. I think more important is to just deal damage to this turret, because she does, 79 per hit. So I can't really see how much Scoop is doing, but when he hits the turret, a little shield pops up next to the number, which indicates that he's not doing 100% of his damage on it. Okay, and if I get dived here or lunged, I guess it's not going to be good. So yes, he's going to be focusing me really hard. I do have 200. Thankfully, my teammates were present. I'm very grateful that they helped me out there because I could have easily died. So we'll be able to keep our turrets alive now. I should be able to defend both lanes pretty effectively, and then even more effectively when I get blind. So more droids are coming down the pike here. We'll just hold this out and then throw this in the way. Okay. You can see all three of them there wanted me dead because I am the only person capable of effectively defending these turrets. Without me, they're gonna have to. You can see Scoop has kind of no choice but to go out and engage as a defensive measure. Like the best defense is a good offense. Scoop doesn't really have defensive tools, so he has kind of no choice but to do that. So I will get regen so that I don't have to poke my head out as often. Okay, good thing he waited for me to shoot it. I was just trying to soften it up, not steal it from him there. So good recognition from him to wait there. I guess something tells me he's dealt with people stealing his creeps before. That wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so while Frog is keeping Deadlift busy, we'll just pierce through and apply some damage to this turret. If I can sneak down here, that'll be okay, because then I can just do this and teleport easily. You can see the teleport time is very unbelievably short, so you can just do stuff like that and just get out for free. And so what else needs to get done? Well, nothing really. I don't think I can support my team very effectively. We'll just try to throw a quick rift in there. Deadlift is going to be a problem, I think. Deadlift is proving to be a... oh, that was an awful miss. Okay, but I did bring it back, and then I will just try to walk under the worm here. Hopefully, yep, Clunk doesn't... Man! The slow from his explode got me there. But my team brought it back. As long as Scoop can get out, that means we're still up. He's staying in there. Oh, man, so that was a trade after all. But if Frog can clean up, there's still hope. There we go. Okay, it took a while, but we got there. We got there eventually. So something tells me pushing is going to be a problem. I did talk about blind on snipe, but I will get Hummingbird Droid because it looks like that top turret is asking to be damaged. So I'll just drop this here in anticipation of him coming up. And just apply some more damage, and then I think their wave is going to be coming down right now. So as long as we anticipate Deadlift's movements, we're going to be fine. Okay, looks like he doesn't have dive anymore, or lunge. I keep calling it a dive, and I think I'll continue to do that. You can see that pretty much anytime I'm out on the field, Clunk is prioritizing me over everyone else. And why is he doing that? Because I died in one shot to his combo, so of course he's going to do that. So I will just pretend to chase him and then, you know, directional influence to the right. Because I realized at the last second that was a horrible idea. That if I try to chase anyone, I'm probably going to die instantly. So here we go. You can see they're so confident to chase me. They're willing to do it up until the turret. Okay, he's just going to walk directly into the rift. So we'll just keep him here while Frog possibly comes back. Clunk is up there, so I'm going to die if I show my face. So that's why I didn't show my face. I just stood, kept underneath the platform. I will need to help my team rather than defend back turret here. That's a better idea. And then I will farm their jungle here. If Scoop can just keep Deadlift in place, yep, then I had a snipe coming in for him. So good job to Scoop. He could have died easily there, and then I could have missed, which would have looked terrible. So glad that situation didn't happen. Right, and I'm glad that the missile didn't hit, the Super Droid can shoot the missile, like, basically at 90 degrees, almost, if it has the impetus. Okay, I think I did hit Lone Star there, thankfully. Okay, he is low, but I don't have anything else. Clunk gonna be chasing Scoop, surprisingly. Okay, and if I get blind, then I can blind Clunk and piss him off, which is probably going to be advantageous, if I'm being honest. Because he won't really know which direction to go, and he's already slow, so it's going to kind of force him to be more defensive. So Lone Star's out. That means we can push for free here, and then just place the Hummingbird a little behind the wave so that it doesn't die immediately, because we do want to get a maximum value out of it. See, so I will, yep, I'll wave the snipe down here and then aim it over here in anticipation of them looping around. So just continue plowing into this turret, but not too much, because, you know, they are... Deadlift at least is mobile. I'm not going to say the other two are mobile. I can't remember if I bought Monkey Hand. I think I did. So I should be abusing that as much as possible. Yeah, I did get it. Okay. Kind of confused Unknown Alien Hand and Monkey Hand for a second there. Okay, I will try to offer a defensive snipe there. Yeah, they're definitely going to come up because they want to farm our jungle. Whenever you get like a double, you generally can take jungle for free. So a lot of people tend to go directly towards the jungle. And man, with that slow on the shield, I'm really not going to even be able to platform. Okay, I don't know how he, how I missed him. But I guess, you know, he was entangled with me, so that's how. Oh, and unfortunate miss from the hammer, but looks like we could still offer some support at least from back here if we position at the fork in the road. We can snipe both on top lane and bottom lane a little bit. Okay, just try to maximize the value out of the snipe to take down the shield there, and man, I just took like 1,000 damage right there from the missile and the big AA together. So he's not gonna be able to chase me. He is very slow, but Lone Star is back now, so Scoop will have to. They can even loop around and catch me, so I'm actually kind of forced to teleport here, believe it or not. And then we talked about blind. We do want Ponytail for extra gun damage. And then next, I think we might want to get range on snipe, depending, or rift damage, so that, and then possibly even slowing on rift, because Clunk is slow, so we might, and Lone Star, in fact, is also slow to turn around, so we might want to just lean into that. So I think I'll help Frog rather than clear lane right now. Because we do have the advantage, so we can use our bodies to push the turrets. We don't have to necessarily rely on just getting a push in the form of the droids. I'll wait for him to jump haphazardly, come down here. He will be able to dive on the button, and he sees me going for it, so it's probably what he's going to want to do, so I'll try to anticipate that and counter with a rift there. Okay, and I thought he might be going up. Oh, Clunk sees me. He's definitely going to try to position such that, yep, he can catch me. But he's not going to because Clunk is that disgustingly slow. So we'll just shoot up in case he tries to fall down on me. Wait for him to jump here and then try to jump to avoid him. He's going to have a lunge again in a second, but thankfully, let me type actually thank you just to show him my appreciation. That was a really uncomfy situation. I was kind of a fish in a barrel right there. I couldn't even, like, even if I tried to jump over him, the slow from the shield literally makes it so that Ray cannot even jump over a single character. You know, they call it a slow, but it's more like a cripple if you think about it, because crippling someone means, you know, taking their legs out, which prevents them from jumping. You know, in my mind, if you slowed someone, they should still have the same jump height, but they should just jump slower. So to me, my understanding of slow would work that way. But to Ronimo, that's not how that works. So I don't know what my team is fighting here. I think we should just be doubling up. Yep, Lone Star going to try to bull us. He's going to be in trouble, but if Scoop recognizes that, yep, he can actually just clean up, and then we can both get out for free so long as Deadlift doesn't dive from the heavens. Which thankfully he didn't. He might dive here, though. So I'm just paying attention to any droids. You can see they absolutely don't need at all to wait for a push. And then, oh man, I messed up the jump there. They could just use their bodies, but luckily Clunk overextended. Ooh, I think I hit that. Or maybe that was Scoop's body, or his hammer. Oh, I could have potentially hit that there. Okay, landing these shots successfully, unbelievably. Had to really concentrate there. Oh, and maybe my mouse is acting kind of weird right now. It has kind of like a clamshell cover on the top of it, so I can just take that turret for pretty easily. Yeah, and it's now snapping, so now when I'm clicking like the left mouse button, it's activating both mouse keys at the same time, so I have to kind of like jiggle it a little bit to get the clamshell repositioned. So I think, yeah, deadlift is coming back, so we definitely don't want to hang out here too long, and we definitely do want, at this point, since the map is opened up and we're going to have to contend with fighting, with facing, you know, our demons, we have to kind of stock up on utility now, so we kind of have no choice but to go in that direction. Frog, I wouldn't say he's doing bad. You know, I wouldn't have expected him to be 410, because he's really been contributing to these team fights, which is really the most important thing. So, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. You know, let's leave him alone. Clunk definitely gonna... I'm seeing him falling down over here. This is a scary position for me. Okay, we definitely should have hit that there, and we did. So, good news. Okay, Clunk very vulnerable now, so he's not going to want to... Okay, great news, sweetheart. We got a Clunk under our belt. So now we're just watching minimap to see which way they're going to go, and then hopefully try to cut them off. Yep, there we go, and then Lone Star he's gonna, yep, he needs to go from behind. I was hoping the droids kept him in place. That's beautiful. Okay, so now we push back turret. Yep, droids OP. Yep, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Because they do jump up and down the stairs like maniacs, so and they will attack when they're in the air. They don't care. So they probably caught him on the downswing, you know, while they were jumping. At some point, they swung midair and then prevented him from teleporting. So that's great news that these stairs were here. I am in trouble now. I kind of didn't pay attention to where Scoop was. So luckily, he was still there. They're all back. We do have map control, but if we don't have the ability to kind of win these team fights at these choke points, or hold these choke points at least, we have no hope of pushing, because we'll have to rely on like wiping them or getting a kill in order to push every single time, which is just way too inconvenient. Like, we can't rely on doing that. So, man, that's definitely an outcome for the server to decide, but you know, okay, fine, I'll buy it, whatever. I do have range, but he has a dive, so dive beats anything you got if you can just use it to escape. Okay, I will try to eat some of these dynamite damaging areas. I mean, I know he has a kind of area of effect, so it's probably already, it still hit the turret, but I can try, right? Okay, just snipe him into the wall. That was the most perfect position to snipe him. I will eat that dive, but Frog still ate it. Ate the. I think he has a swing. Wow, you could see just how freakishly frequent he gets that dive. Yeah, he's just gonna keep abusing the fact that it comes up like every 5 seconds or something. Lone Star, fortunately, going to go the wrong direction, and I will be able to sneak under here. Deadlift could go up top and then come back. Yep, there's someone. Exactly what I said. So that bouncer in the middle of the map does help them catch up to me. Unfortunately, that the map was designed that way. Now, we can't hit Lone Star, despite what it might look like. In fact, it doesn't even look like we could hit him from that position. So regen has brought me back into the game. I have 500. They will be taking our jungle if we don't here, so I will just go and do that. There he is. And then hopefully Clunk puts himself out of position again. It looks like we've been kind of feeding off of the Clunk so far in order to win these team fights. So I will wait for them to advance a little bit more before using snipe or anything, because I do want to get them in a bad position before I blind them. Okay, and if he put up his shield and slowed me there, then that could have opened the opportunity for Clunk to do something. So with the snipe on, or explode on cooldown, I'll snipe there. But man, you saw it just grazed his head. Okay, got Lone Star low, and did bait out the lunge. He does have it again, like right now, because it's a ridiculously low cooldown, like we talked about. And this is why I was saying I want range, because then I could snipe them while they're trying to push us like this. Okay, so Scoop looks like he really knows what he's doing, actually. And I'm very thankful for that. I will tell him to... he did use dive, so he's not going to have it again, so this is kind of safe for me. And I did slow down his cooldown. You can see how just fast the jumping from deadlift is. When he jumps, he's super fast on the upswing, and then when he bumps his head, he falls also super fast, so he's extremely unpredictable. Just unbelievably unpredictable. Whereas, if I was sniping someone like, I don't know, for example, Raylan, it would be super easy to hit her because her jump is so slow on the upswing and downswing. So a stat that literally I've never heard a single other person in the community talk about, just so happens to be very effective for dodging snipe. And was loath to leave that creep there for one of them to take, so I definitely wanted to take it, even if Scoop needed it more. Wow, you see how much he just healed? Yeah, and I can't even walk past him to... Oh man, thankfully Frog dashed him there. Because I think that messed him up and he took the bouncer in the other direction. What was I talking about? I can't even remember. We'll do a defensive. You can teleport. Yep, just trying to tell him to teleport because Deadlift's going to be coming down here. Scoop carrying this team on his back. Pretty much. I don't think there's any dispute about that. Okay, just going to... apologize there, but you know, I saw Deadlift coming in and taking them. At some point, I'd like to explain that they're farming our jungle, so we definitely shouldn't. Here, let me do it now. I can't even type. I'm not seated in a comfortable enough position to type effectively. Here we go. They're farming us. Jungle. Ah! Okay, who needs this? I think Lone Star was low. I tried to peek him off the roof of the screen. I couldn't quite see him, though. I do have 700, and lanes are pushed out a little bit so I can actually buy. But you can see, as soon as I leave, they're immediately gonna push with their body. Because their health bars are just that big. Okay? And Deadlift gonna immediately come to his partner's aid. I can one-shot the creeps, so that is fine enough for me. I did hit him, but of course he does have a lunge, so he's completely fine, despite all three of us being there. It's kind of hard to track their movements now. This is the point of the game where I'm gonna be struggling to track their movements. So they're probably gonna loop around at some point, and then kind of like lunge at me, and then, you know, Clunk is gonna fall from outer space. We'll go for this, yep, because I think he can't keep the shield on him forever. This is a great position. So now we gotta go in. Okay, he was really focusing to get that. They might even backdoor us as like a Hail Mary to try to get us to run backward. Okay, he realized too late that I fell in front of him, so I got him to waste the bite at least, and this is a bad position for him. We can all just go ham. And Deadlift not really going to be able to do anything about it. Wait for the droids to show their heads, and then pierce through all of them with the HC bomb. I'm dead here, unless I just offer a supportive snipe. And just so that... wow! Okay, so Lone Star is back. We can actually just stay in. Against my better judgment. He knows I'm here because I used Rift, so he knows that there's a Rellin around. We'll wait for droids again and then pierce through them again. Regen keeping me in the game. We kind of have to do something about this this turret, though. It's presenting a very big problem for us, a very big challenge. But at this point, it's low enough that we can start backdooring it. So if Froggy has Arbe, let me just tell him with Arbe, we might back door, just as a possibility. Because that'll force them to retreat. Meanwhile, Raylan could defend on her own, though I don't know how wise that would be. Okay, definitely keep Clunk away. I don't know how much of my health bar he can do, but it looks like actually we're starting to win these team fights pretty reliably. So at this point, we might actually just be in the clear for this win. Two team fights in a row, you know, winning 2 team fights in a row is not like a guarantee that we're ahead and that we could just, you know, kind of sit on our laurels. But, you know, and 3 team fights almost assuredly would be an indicator of that. So I'm just going to hang out here while my team swings up top. We do have this hummingbird, so we can start this push a little bit early. Every shot counts. And then I'll just back off, and it looks like they have top controlled. I will put this... I was trying to get it up top on the platform, but I messed that up. That would have been a much better position for it. Could have even been maintaining the chokehold right there. I don't know if I want to call it a choke point or not. It's not really a choke point. Okay, but if you can at least get the shot to you know, end up over here... It's almost as if, you know, like perceptually from the blue team, it's almost as if you control this area. So you definitely like want to shoot wherever you want them to stop. So even if you're not hitting them, you're still controlling that area by shooting there. I think I got Lone Star. Looks like he's a little bit lower than he used to be. Okay, and I did get hit by the Clunk, but he's not doing that much damage to me. So Raylan, gonna do what she does and take advantage of the fact that we evened out the team fight there. And then I do want to escort this frog out. Okay, and if he doesn't kill him here, gonna almost definitely rely on... Oh man, this is greedy. I should not be doing this. Although... Okay. Jump over the dynamite there, and then, yep, get him to fall. Okay, this is bad. This is a bad position, but if I can get one more snipe here. One more snipe. That would be worth it, yep. Because now he's going to have to go back and heal. So if you can get one more burst attack... he could just have heal on dynamite, though. So he could just be, you know, back to full health by the time he's at our turret. So that might have not been the best idea there. You can see they're already pushing all the way out here. So Frog bringing it back. So pretty even game overall. I think I might have actually... If not maxed out my build right now, then be very close to it. Looks like we just got a kill. Not that I need the extra solar, but there we go. There's max buildage. Okay, I did scare Lone Star enough to get him to stop. Even though I didn't hit him, I didn't need to. All I needed to do was scare him enough to get him to stop teleporting. And Scoop, my boy. Doing the Lord's work, just fighting Clunk by himself. So Clunk ended up, you know, started out scary, ended up not as much of an issue at the end. I guess he didn't build right. So Frog desperately diving in so he can be in the screenshot, but unfortunately could not make it in time. So there you have it. I think I did what I was supposed to there. Didn't really catch my own KD. I was trying to look at everyone else's, but I think I did pretty good. Just kept the turrets up. Especially on that map, Raylan is such a pain in the ass to get through when she's defending that back turret. You can really just sit there and keep it up almost indefinitely. It's, you know, I don't envy anyone going up against, you know, a Raylan who knows how to defend. They don't all know how to defend, and they don't all build for defending, but it really is one of the most important attributes to winning a game, is just to stay in there for as long as possible, because as long as you have more time, you can switch things around, you can turn the tides. So hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I will see you next time.